Does your iPhone need these upgrades? Or are these accessories just a gimmick to sell you more stuff? Now, the folks at ShiftCam have created a bunch of accessories that can take your iPhone usage to the next level. I've tried many different kinds of accessories over the years, and many times I was surprised, and other times I just scratched my head as to why some of these things exist. The folks at ShiftCam were nice enough to provide some of these iPhone accessories, but that doesn't mean that I won't be making suggestions on how these could be a little bit better. Now, we are leading off with the Snap Stand Selfie. Say that 10 times fast. At first, I just thought it was a selfie stick that could extend. It was nice. But opening it up, I realized that there's a tripod on here, which is really, really cool. This also utilizes Apple's MagSafe feature, and the magnet is really, really strong. It's perfect for FaceTime, taking selfies, shooting content, or just watching video on your phone. It extends out to about 30 inches or 75 centimeters. Now, this also has a camera button, which is nice for snapping pics or stopping and starting video recording. And the really cool thing is the button can be removed so you can set the phone up far away, take the button with you, and you can actually snap the button to take the shot. It folds up in a pretty small form factor that you can stick in your pocket or just carry around with you. Now, this also came with this strange piece that I really wasn't clear at first on what it was for. I'm guessing if you have an iPhone that doesn't have MagSafe or an Android, you can secure this to the back of the phone and then in turn mount it to the stand here, and then it won't move at all. Now, it's not all perfect. I wish this top would spin so that I can simply spin it around if I want to use the rear camera. Yes, you can just spin the tripod around, but there are times that you don't have the room depending on where this sets up, so the legs can't sit properly, and I just wish it would spin around. Now, also, when it's fully extended, it's not super sturdy, especially if you're outside and it's windy. Now, they also make a couple other versions of this that can do different things. I'll go ahead and link those down below with my Amazon link, and you can check them out for yourself. So, do you find this useful? Go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, hit that sub button and ring the bell if you're really enjoying what I'm doing here. Thank you. Next up is the Snap Pocket Light, and this thing is pretty neat. It's a MagSafe light that works for the rear and front-facing camera. Now, it also has a mirror in the center here, which I think is extremely useful when you're using the rear-facing camera. Now, what's nice about this is that it can be used here, even though the iPhone can't. Why? That is so confusing. There is a button on the side here that turns it on, and with each click, you can adjust the brightness. Now, I am someone who takes a lot of pictures and photos, and this Snap Grip Pro has a couple of uses for someone like me. The handle is very comfortable for landscape, and with a simple spin, it can be used in portrait as well. Now, this will also connect to your phone wirelessly, so you can use a single press to take a picture or a long press to change the video and start recording. But that's not all it does. We all know that using the camera can run down the battery pretty quickly. So this also has a 5,000 milliamp battery that will let you charge your phone while you're on the go. To activate it, there is a small button here on the side that if you tap it once, it will turn it on, tap it twice, and that will turn off. And on the side here, you can see how much charge you have left. Also, if you really need to charge your phone in a hurry, there is a USB-C port down here that's used for charging as well as juicing this back up. Now, this handle also works in conjunction with the light. So it's simply a MagSafe on there and you can use it as a light, and the same thing goes for snapping pictures and using the light on the back as well. Pretty cool. Now, during this entire video, you may have noticed I've got this clear case on here with the silver covering around the lenses. This is for attaching the ShiftCam lenses to the iPhone. We'll go ahead and talk about the lenses in a second. First, I do want to talk about this case, which is a nice little addition to your iPhone because it will work with all the attachments that I've talked about in this video. It's a simple case that shows off the back of your phone, and of course you see that it's got MagSafe on there. And the buttons themselves are super clicky and really, really nice to use. Not a problem at all. And of course, your camera action button is open on the side. Now the lenses are not cheap either. I think it's probably for the more advanced users for video and photography. Now I only picked up the 16mm and the 60mm lenses. ShiftCam has a whole bunch of other styles for a wide range of use. Honestly, my experience with these kinds of lenses is pretty limited. Now, I've tried stuff in the past when the iPhone camera was limited in range, so I felt like there was more to assist the camera to get better results. Now, my first use of these wasn't too good, and I couldn't figure out why other videos I watched were having such better results. Now, those guys did get the whole package to review, which is about $1,200 worth of lenses, so they got to try out a bunch more than I did. I struggled how to explain these to you, the audience. Now, I asked my buddy Jay Littman, who summed it up way better than I could.
So here's the deal. If you're using the stock camera app on your phone, there's no need for lenses, really. They're just completely pointless. The only time lenses are really necessary at all or even helpful is if you're using a camera app that gives you full manual control over the camera. And even then, the only lenses you'll need aren't really lenses at all. You would need a ND or neutral density filter or a CP or circular polarizer. You don't need any kind of focal length lenses. Half the time when you use those, they mess up the autofocus in whatever app you're using.
This is exactly what I wasn't able to put into words, so thank you so much, Jay. And he does have a channel here dedicated to audio through DaVinci Resolve. I'll go ahead and leave his link down in the description below. So I wanted to give these lenses another go to see if I was able to have better results, but using a manual camera app. One of the main reasons for the 16mm on the main shooter was to be able to get a better wide angle with the ability to zoom in and get better clarity. The 60mm lens on the main shooter looked good on the phone as well. I honestly didn't really see much of a difference between the shots when I was checking the results out on my phone. It wasn't until I was able to get them on my desktop and really pixel peep that I could see the pictures fall apart with the shots using the lens. The zoomed in parts on the phone camera were just more clear. So what does all this mean? Are the lenses bad? I don't think they are, and in the right hands, they would probably be better. Remember that manual camera apps don't typically use the same computational photography that the stock camera app does. They act like a regular camera, and even images from the best cameras fall apart if you zoom in far enough. In my opinion, these two lenses may not be the best example of what ShiftCam lenses can do. I think the specialty lenses like the anamorphic and the filters would probably show better results compared to using the regular camera. Now, as far as the other accessories that I showed today, I think there's some really good adders for many people who take photos and shoot video. The tripod and the light have many different uses, and the grip for the phone really helps with comfort when using the camera. I also like that all of these can be combined to work together with little hassle. Now, I'll go ahead and leave a link for these down in the description, and you can go ahead and check them out for yourself. So, what do you guys think? Go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know. And while I'm working on my next video, go ahead and check out this video right here I did on the potential health risks using the Apple Watch bands. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you won't miss my next video. See ya.